Hi, everybody. Welcome to the Jimmy Dore Show. I'm here with Mark Van Landuyt and the Miserable Liberal.
Hi, Jimmy.
Greetings, everybody.
Greetings. So the Democrats gave their response to Trump's immigration speech, and it was given by these two knuckleheads. If your loved one has been diagnosed with mesothelioma, you may have entitled to financial compensation. So that's what they look like. They look like they're doing some kind of horrible commercial, or they're like your mean parents and you stayed out too late and they're going to ground you. So Rachel Maddow had on Ocasio-Cortez, which was that's nice. Look and see Rachel Maddow breaking down. She breaks down to have on Ocasio-Cortez. I remember Joanne Reed didn't even know who she was until after the election. Remember that?
Mm-hmm.
I'm
doing my research right now to find out who AOC is. Really? Wow.
And then I'm going to try and figure out who this guy Kareem Abdul-Jabbar is.
By the way, Joy lives in New York, and she didn't know.
Yeah, she did.
Well, that doesn't make her sound like much of a journalist,
I know.
Mark.
She's not.
Or much of a voter.
She, the FBI hacked her brain, and anyway. So here's Ocasio-Cortez. She goes on Rachel Maddow, and they bring her on because she's going to give the response to Trump. So they didn't. None of the topics came up where she could say anything that would upset the MSNBC oligarchs. So she was just bashing Trump. So if you're going to bash Trump, they love having you on if you're going to bash Trump, right? So that's why I think she got on, because there was a rule that they couldn't even cover Bernie during the campaign. So the campaign's over, so maybe that's why they're letting her on, right? Who knows?
She's not a threat.
It must be that this is right. But they bring her on and watch how she did a great job. So let's watch. Here we go.
The president has decided to hold the paychecks of everyday Americans hostage so that he can fulfill a campaign. I don't even want to call it a promise, a campaign fantasy that the vast majority of Americans disapprove of. And not only that, but in the actual address, there was falsehood after falsehood. And we have to make sure that we get our facts straight. Everyday immigrants commit crimes at a far lower rate than native-born Americans. And not only that, but the women and children on that border that are trying to seek refuge and seek opportunity in the United States of America with nothing but the shirt on their backs are acting more American than any person who seeks to keep them out ever will be.
I thought that was the best part of her response. And so that's why I played it. Because when we watched it last night, I was like, well, that's pretty good. And Steph, you even you was like, whoa. So yeah, that was right. So those people trying to get into the United States, those are future Americans. You know what I mean? Like, that's the thing. That's what people are missing. And all they're doing is coming here to have exactly what you want. They want to have the life that you have. And I'm going to tell you something. If I didn't, and if I was in a desperate situation, if I was from Guatemala and drug gangs took over my farm, and I didn't have anywhere to go, I would come here. And I would come in here illegally, and so would you. And if you didn't, you would starve and die like a dummy. So I'm not saying that we need to have illegal immigration. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying that these are people, and they're just like you and me. And yeah, we have to find a process, but we don't have to demonize them and pretend they're all criminals or horrible people. A lot of them have asylum rights. So people don't even realize that. Like, if you're fleeing violence, or which a lot of those people are, you get to have asylum in the United States. Because that's the kind of country we are. And if you don't like giving people asylum, then you're not really an American. You're less of an American than the people who do want to give people asylum. Or let's put it this way: your view of what America is not my view of what America is, or the spirit of this country. Go look at the Statue of Liberty. So what did you think?
If you live in a nation of immigrants and you hate immigrants, maybe you hate your nation.
Well said. But thank God the Democrats didn't have her give the response. They had to have Ma and Pa Kettle come out. And just in case you wanted to make sure you turned off the whole country, there you go.
They couldn't risk Alexandria maybe talk about the Green New Deal, about inequality, and about Medicare for all. I can't wait for Rachel Maddow to have Alexandria on to have those segments.
Oh, I can't wait. I
Yeah.
can't wait to have her. Oh, Chris Hayes will have her come on to talk about Medicare for all and the corruption inside the Democratic Party? You think that'll happen? Our next live show is a stand-up show we're doing Thursday, January 24th in Hollywood at the Sycamore Tavern. $10 tickets Thursday, January 24th. Go to jimmydorecomedy.com for a link for all of our live shows and to find out when our live Jimmy Dore show is coming to your town. Plus, if you can, become a patron. We give you hours of bonus material every week. And remember to make sure you're subscribed. They unsubscribe people. You make sure you subscribe. Click the bell so they send you a notice when we drop a video. Thanks for your support.